Hi again. Well, having finished the peer review part, I come to the assignments, and in that case, there are, as I mentioned before, three types of assignments. The one is the regular assignment, which is resembling the exams, which resemble the exams, and there are literature review and data reports. In total, from there will be again 12, which will be called alternative assignments, which will be either literature review or data report. And in addition to that, you can also make a presentation each week. So you can submit all three every week. And in total, you need to submit just 3 of the 36 assignments, basically, which basically means actually you can wait all the way up to the um, end of the semester if you think that's what you want to do. However, I won't suggest it, especially I personally think that it is better to keep pace with the course, and I think assignments help you to learn the subjects, and leaving everything to the very end might be not that much benefiting for you. But I want to give you the option, and in case you think it's okay for you, uh, that's your decision, and that's part of the learning process. I mean, planning your, how you will work for a course, and then evaluating whether your method was right or wrong. Anyway, uh, each Friday except first and last one, I will give an assignment on the topics covered in the actually previous week, which I pretty much mean the next week, the week of well, that week basically. I mean, um, and you are expected to submit your answers after the Saturday midnight, 2 weeks later. Regular assignments, just like exams, has a short answer part and an analytical part. Well, you are allowed to work together for the regular assignments, but final form of the regular assignments should be written by you, and they should be original. Original means they should be written by you, not by others, including your peers. Um, and well, that also means that you should not copy sentences or graphs from the textbook or PPT slides or other sources. Um, and I allow you if to have some quotations, maybe one sentence or so, but it should be not be larger than, I mean, it should not contain more than 50% of your answer, and basically it should be reference if you have quotations. And I think actually quotations are really not necessary for regular assignments, and usually make the answer worse, because in most cases actually you will need to give an original answer to the question. I mean, not something taken. Literature review and data reports. So each week you will have option to do one of them. If it is literature review, then except first and last one, by the way. And that's Friday, by the way. Alternative assignment will also given on Friday, and you will again have 2 weeks to complete and need to submit it on the Saturday. So these dates will change. So with the literature review, you need to you will have articles, maybe multiple articles from which you can choose off. You only need to make the review of one article or one maybe report. A text, by the way, to sum up, and you need to have summary of that text, which should not be paragraph by paragraph summary, rather the topic, viewpoint, and the methods used in that text should be there, basically. And then you should write why and how the text is related to what we cover in the course. You should relate it to basically what we do in the course, to the topics of our course, and why it is relevant or not relevant to the current economic problems. So that's the literature review. Data reports, basically, you will have a data source. You need to download the data, process it some way, like making graphs, charts out of it. I won't ask you to make economic analysis, but in some cases, you might need to have a trend line in your chart. Present it, describe it, and then interpret it. Tell what it means. And then you should mention also how the data is related to the economy and what does it tell on the economy, basically. You should also write on that. So that's data reports. Online presentations, no one has done this before, so it is also experimental. Basically, you need to record yourself. This is not like in another course we have synchronized online presentation. This is asynchronized online presentation. So you should do like I am doing now, and I will. The software I'm using is free and available to everyone, including you. So you can use that software and you can make a presentation like I'm doing now. Basically, I will post a document containing my overall suggestions on online presentations, and you can get my specific suggestion on topics that interest you. That's one thing. If you are willing to make a presentation, you should inform me previous week until Monday midnight. I mean, that's if you want to make a presentation next week. In that case, you should inform me this week. Well, up to this midnight, basically. But basically, I decided to make the presentations. For example, for the second week, we need to make it in the third week. For the third week, in the fourth week. So for the there we have 14 weeks. For the 13th week, you need to do at the 14th week, and basically in the 14th week, there are 12 assignments, which means you won't be able to make a presentation for the last week also. So for the first week and the last week, you won't be able to make presentations anyway. So if you want to make presentation on the topic related to the second week, you need to make the presentation in the third week, and you need to inform me until the next, not this, the coming, but the next Monday midnight. I mean Saturday, Monday midnight. Okay. So if you make the presentation, you should send me a video file, not an audio file, but a video file. And basically, you can use, as I said, this software to make the online presentation. In past, people were also able to make in-class presentation, and some of my students have used it. And they were interesting. I usually also was asking questions in those presentations. Of course, in this case, since it's asynchronous, I won't be able to ask the questions. But anyway, let's see how it will go, the online presentations, if anyone decides to do it. Discussions on OT class. So every week except this week and the last week again, I will open a discussion topic on the OT class. Each discussion will remain open for 3 weeks. You need to write a comment on each of these topics and response to two of your peers. Each contribution should be meaningful, contain at least 100 words, should be original. I should add that. Original means it should be at least 50% of you should belong to you. Any long expression or sentence directly taken should be reference and should not be more than 50%. This is the one I have put this semester because I think you should be able to make original comments. I mean, you should not just take a comment from somewhere else and put it into the discussion. So the comments and response that meet these requirements will get the full score. Actually, getting a full score from discussions is very easy. You should not be stressed, but you should do some work of thinking on the problem. Even basing your idea to them. I mean, you should do, as I said, some work on thinking on the problem. Movie review. This was also experimental. First time I put it for the labor economics, and then I have decided to put to some other classes also. So I will provide. Previously, actually, there was a movie night. We were actually you were invited, and I was also providing some popcorn and drinks to you. But now this is not possible. But the movie will be there. So I will put a movie. If you want, you can watch it and write a review of the movie. And you should basically relate the movie to the theories, models, issues of the economics. I will describe specifically what side of the movie and you should look especially on, and to what models and issues especially you should think of before writing the review. And you can get potentially 3 points, extra points from the movie review, and that's that those extra points don't depend on your peers, so you can get those points if you decide to make the movie review. So you are not depending on your peers in that case. So all assignments should be submitted through Auto class unless there is a reason for you not doing that. If you have a reason, please tell me also on that reason when you submit your assignments. Scanning, taking photos, doing assignment with software, writing, and using hybrid methods like taking photos and then passing them on the Word are all okay. You can do that, all of them. So this is pretty much the end of the introduction to the course. Now we can start the introduction to the topic of the course. We have 3 minutes, but I will briefly make the first part of the introduction. Textbook definition of economics. Let me start with that. Economics is a science that studies how choices made by individuals that direct scarce resources in order to satisfy unlimited wants through the market mechanism by an efficient way. It looks complex. I decided to take it again, even though this is a course for which you should take an introductory class, just to make you think about again what economics actually is. What is it? What does all these words mean? Well, let's study this sentence in detail. First, direct scarce resources. So every society has resources. Those resources are not limitless. They have a limit. And those resources are used in production to be transformed to the wants and needs. Well, needs are the things you need to survive individually, biologically, but also some needs are necessary for to survive socially. For example, for now, without a phone, if you are not able to get any job, basically, then phone becomes a need for you for survival, because without the phone you can't get the job and you cannot buy, let's say, get money to buy what you need to survive. So wants are anything above those needs. So economic system is basically the system that is transforming, well, social system, all institutions, all mechanisms involved in it, that transform these resources to the wants and needs of the society. Well, we are living in a special economic system that is called market system. And the market system, these resources are owned privately. Individuals who have resources and who need those resources for production meet at the market, and the interaction, and then the buyers and the producers meet in the market, and interaction in the market actually is the central, the decision making and interaction in the market is central in how economy will function according to mainstream economists. Let me stop here and continue in the